Okay, so we are back on the Gacha life thing. I did edit my character after the last video. And let's go back to my lawn. I like this character. So, I did introduce these in a video, but we need to redo it. So I'm going to go ahead and select another preset. I am actually going to go back, and I'm going to select Pocket. She's one of the more interesting characters in the game. Not go out though. So she's actually taller than my character, which is not really saying very much because she's only one pick higher. So let's explain. The icon is basically the icon. If I go out for a second, it's basically the icon that shows right here. There's gonna be an advertisement coming up. So if you see these over here, this is basically where your icon's going to go. So if we go back to the body section, anyway, this is where this icon comes in. This gender determines whether they're a boy or girl. The skin color is basically up here, primary, and down here, if you don't decide to get them pants for whatever reason. The height actually decides their height, and the blush, something I did not explain, is where you can even turn it off if you want. There you go, it's off. But Pocket had blush 8, which is really good. The pose, you can basically change what pose they're in for the whole game. If it doesn't fit in a situation, the pose she's in right now gives her a microphone because she is actually a singer in the game. And the color presets, there are color presets. As a matter of fact, she has one. Let's go ahead through them up. So, for the first ones, they actually give you a moderate of color. So, Midnight does what you think. For some odd reason, it doesn't use black as a primary color. Here's what Midnight looks like. Pure orange is purple and orange mixed together. The Clemson colors, if you're from South Carolina. Blue cyan looks like this. Cotton candy is what you call light blue and pink with a hint of lavender. Fiery is warm colors plus black. Forest is the greens. And sunlight is bright yellows. It's yellows and white. Black set, which is up to the second column now, is this. Looks like this. Pink love turns the whole character pink. I actually was thinking about using this character in my Valentine's theme character, because last week, it was Valentine's Day a couple weeks ago. Purplish, go ahead and click on that. Turns the character purple. Ocean turns the character a shade of blue. Different shades of blue. Wheat turns the character, makes it look like a pile of wheat. Strawberry continues the trend of it looking like a piece of food. In this case, strawberry. Alright, and then girly. This is what girly looks like. Alright, next page. Cute Corrupt is actually one of my favorites. I just don't use it very much. This is what Cute Corrupt looks like. Alright, Mystical. Mystical is supposed to give them a mystical look. It's shades of yellow and green. And some people. City Blues makes them... City Blues? That's it. Literally just makes them look like they're from the city. And for some reason, tan is the primary color. Phantom is actually a character in the game who's not actually a ghost, but is a phantom. The name says it all. And this is what it looks like. Casual blue and casual pink are kind of the similar thing. They just make them look like casual kids. And blue, and or pink. That's what that looks like. Like the Edge series, there are a bunch of these. We got Edgy Red. It's black plus a color. The Edge series is black plus a color. Got Edge Blue. Edge Green. Yellow. With a hint of brown in there. Let me know in the comments if you see brown in there somewhere. Purple. And white. And next up we have the Speed Runner. This is what it looks like. And then we're going back to the food theme with the watermelon color scheme. Next we got a dull red. This turns the character different shades of red, like the ocean and forest greens from before. Turquoise is the turquoise color scheme. Back to food, raspberry. And then we have holiday, which turns pocket. I'm gonna give it a different color. I can't change the background while I'm in this mode. So we have a Christmas color scheme, which is green and red. Halloween, colors for Halloween. Blue Sun is one of the more interesting ones, because it's blue and orange. You have electric blue, which is blue and yellow. Magenta. Alright, so we're going to skip one for a second, because I'm going to come back to it at the end. Is aqua green. We have blood moon. And blue coconut. 3D and blue flame are pretty much the same ones, except they're darker. One's dark. The blue flame is a darker version. We have burnt blaze. Charcoal blue. Chocolate, which is one of my characters uses. Cyber white. If you ever been inside like a Matrix theme thing, this is what that would look like. Dark sky. This kind of reminds me of Tron. Maybe Tron. Edgelord. Don't actually know where that one comes from. If you know, let me know in the comments. Electric purple, which is the same as electric blue from before. Ghost is also a character in the game. Golden Ocean, which is yellow and blue. The best yellow and blue one in my opinion. Grayscale. If you've ever been on like a computer or a phone and they said it grayscale, this is what it will look like. Green grape. Gray sky. The last two are peach themed. Or food themed. Just peachy. And key lime pie. We have one more section. Before we get into the character base, we have lemon lime. Lemon yellow. Old orchid. Which is like this. Old orchid actually doesn't look as bad as I thought at first. So that's a plus in my book. Orange Crush, which is orange, is named that because of the drink. The same name. Pacific Sun. Purple Heart. Razzie Dazzle. Raz Dazz. Well, kind of called Razzle Dazzle, but it's called Razzle Dazzle. Anyway, we got Rosie Robin, which is this, if you remember the 3D themes from before, these two from before, it's pretty similar. It's just the colors are flipped. Got Sepa Green, Shamrock for St. Patrick's Day, we'll get to that in a minute. Sonic Green, Green Ozone, St. Patty's, which is a reference to Shamrock, although Shamrock's a lot better in my opinion. That's besides the point. And we have Sunny Meadows, which is green and yellow flamingo. Alright, now we're getting into the character theme color palette. So these are special. If I go over here and show you, these actually resemble the characters from the game. And the two colors you see in their palettes are not necessarily the two colors you'll primarily see. Say for example, Senpai Buns, for example, is white and pink, but she has orange as her primary color. So we have Looney, and you'll see more of these color schemes when we get in the game. We have Looney, Kennen, Mumble, Pat, I have not seen him in the game yet, Senpai Buns, like I showed you earlier, a couple of seconds ago, Firein, Bex, who's my favorite character in the game. Pick and Pocket is the character we're using. Wonchi, Ansuke, Kaya, Nimu, Misumi. Next page, we have Yukina, Alyssa, Limo, Uni, Laru, who's a very, very adorable character in the game. Fleshy, Claw, Karma, Magical Looney, who's basically a power swap of Violina, Joel, who's one of the weirder characters in the game, Cici, Biddy, Lifu, who's the one with the Leafeon reference that I mentioned last video, Nagok. Do you know how to pronounce this word? Let me know, because I can't pronounce it. Mo. And we have Cat, who's next four have Black as the primary. We have Cat, Rambo, who's in the one with the Halloween dimension, Satsuna, Wai, Jaime, Rockstar, Midori, Isu, that word, Tima, Nikki, who I also talked about last video, Daisy Baku, who's one of the punks in the game, Rin, Sparky, one more set, guys. We got Jay, Charlotte, Nurse Luck, Jade, who's one of my favorite characters in the game, Sakura, Santa, who lives in the winter dimension. We have Patches, Sweet Gun, who's into school, Luca, Serenity, Crystal, Valentine, who was my Valentine face, Moon, Echo, and Mo, which is the theme I use. That's all the color presets. Let's change it back to her original color scheme. So we're going to go on to the next section, which is hair. So, Pocket, see, and here's the thing. You notice how her pose was the same here, was here? If it doesn't necessarily fit, it will just go to the default pose, which is pose 1. Alright, so we're going to head over here real quick. We have rear hair, front hair, and back hair. Rear hair is where her bow is. If you go in here over the Pocket's model, you'll see this. That's where her rear hair is. Not the ears in the background, but the bow. So we can go ahead and find that. And here are all, I'm going to show you all of them. I can't go through all of them because a lot of them are the same. And her hairstyle is back rear hair 96, if you want to make Pocket. Front hair is the most prominent of the hairs. Again, there are 14 pages, so I'll let you see them all. And this is the most prominent. Alright, back here. She does not have any of the next three, but I'm going to still talk about them regardless. Back here pretty much is not used. Ponytail gives her the hair in the back, which you probably won't see only if you turn me on. Yeah. Foliage, and these are the colors. So let's head back over to Pocket and look and see here. See, the tips are these things right here. Base. Fades the color it fades into at the edge, and the accents are like the bow. Let's head to face. Here's probably where you customize your character the most. Eyes, basic pupils, The thing is, you can make them their eyes one color by clicking the bottom one and doing that. And I'll change it back. So that's all for that section, eyes and face. So clothes. This is where you customize what your characters will wear. And that's pretty much it about that section. Other. You give your character a hat, scarf, wings, other, cape and tail. Other is basically an accessory. Head accessories. Props. You give them weapons, props, what have you, and then profile. This is the most interesting part. We have Pocket here. Older sister, girly, musician. We have basically what you do. So that's all of the and I'm going to release a separate video that will basically say all the characters. And I will be using my regular one for this, which looks like that, if you guys want to use it. So there you go. Have a nice day.